Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique, and I am on a financial health journey to create an inheritance for the generations to come. And I want to do that through consistency and discipline. I am here to do, excuse me, paycheck budget. I don't know why I always get a frog in my throat the minute I start to video. Excuse me, paycheck budget for the check that I will receive on this coming Friday, October the 20th. It will cover 2 weeks. I am a bi-week paycheck budgeter. As you can see, I'm also digital. I'd like to thank everybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, and of course those that have subscribed to my channel. I truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I do understand, realize, recognize, respect, and appreciate the community at large. And for people who don't know you but have a similar story, and you all are, and we're all headed in the same direction around some type of financial health, and also trying to, make sure that we have some sound principles to pass along the way to the others that come into our circle. So anybody who's on this journey with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are here for the paycheck budget. One of the things I did want to cover initially is up here in the top corner. So I have savings challenges that I save up for. I go ahead and roll or pull or do whatever I'm going to do so that I know ahead of time what those amounts will be. And so according to everything that I've got documented here, there's going to be a total of about $74 that I need to make sure that I allocate from the paycheck this coming Friday to cover the savings challenges. But with that, you might notice, and let's see if I can go in a little bit closer. Yeah, you might notice here I have a little small note that says variable extra. Week 1 was $26. So I give myself about $320 every week for variable expenses, groceries, gas, household supplies, etc. And I try to save what I can, especially from that miscellaneous category. I try to save whatever I can, and I want to use that to help fund my savings challenges for whatever that paycheck coming up is going to be. So from last week, I was able to save $26. That is in the bank. I am a cashless budgeter. So that is in the bank, and I just need to make sure I keep that allocated. And then I'm trying to save this week so that I can see if I can increase this by some more. I don't know if I'll get up to the $74, but maybe I'll be closer. And I do this for 2 reasons. Number one, goals. Having goals like this definitely motivate me and give me something to actually shoot for. So being able to save a certain amount of money and already know how it's going to be allocated is helping me to curb my spending for variable expenses. But number two, for my paycheck budget, it's also making sure that if I have some money saved up, that's less money I have to allocate from this Friday's paycheck, and that money can go towards something else. So that's the way that I'm treating my savings challenges, and then saving through for my variable expenses. So I did just want to cover that really quick. All right. First, we'll start with our income. I'm budgeting $24.75 that I'll receive on this coming Friday. So that includes my paycheck, any rollover that I have. I go ahead and remove tithes because that's just between me and Jesus, what I pay or what I offer to the church as far as tithes are concerned. And then it also removes my pet and my car insurance because those are automatically debited from my paycheck. They're payroll deductions. So that leaves me with a total of $24.75 that I'm going to be working with. Next, I have sinking funds. So I have a total of $300. I'm going to shift this over, and my setup is a little bit different. I'm actually using my work station and not my business station, my side hustle station. Going forward, I'm hoping that this will be a little bit better because the lighting is a little bit better, especially now that we're hitting into fall. Don't have as much sunlight, unfortunately, coming into the windows. So I wanted to switch things up a little bit just to make sure that it was easier to see. I noticed in the last couple of videos, it's a little bit more difficult. So there you go, changing the setup. My total is $300 that I'd like to allocate for sinking funds. And we kind of back into this number. So I do have certain categories that I know already how much I'm going to give. So for property insurance, it's $75. Emergency, I want to do $50. With this new setup, the camera might shake a little bit more. This table is longer, therefore it's not quite as sturdy or solid where the setup is. So I apologize for that. I don't have to worry about Corinne. Corinne's dad has already sent her money over that I'm saving for that, so I'm going to remove that. Taxes, I always save 10. Jim's business, I do 5. Xerxes, I do 15. And deductibles, I do 50. So those are the amounts that I already know. So let's start at 300. And let's take these amounts out. So minus 5, minus 15, minus 50, minus 75, minus 50, and minus 10 equals 95. So that leaves me $95 to work with. I'm going to do 25. I'm going to do 20 in household and 20 in gifts. So that'll be minus 40. That leaves me with 55. 35 in car maintenance. And that's 24 date night. All right. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's the $300 allocated. For my bills buffer, excuse me, I have $25 for bills buffer. Now, I usually try to do $50 for buffer overall. 25 of that goes into the bills. 25 of that goes into the variable expense buffer. I'm removing the 25 from the variable expense buffers for this paycheck. This is the paycheck towards the end of the month, which means, I'm going to slide over here real quick, that I have a public investment that I make of $20 at the end of the month. They actually take it out of my variable expense buffer. So the $25 that I'm actually going to put into the variable expense buffer, 20 of it is going to actually go towards the public investment, and 5 of it is going to go towards a monthly fee that I pay for that account at the end of the month. So I'm basically depositing that money into the variable expense buffer account, but I already know it's going to be spent from there. Public actually deducts from that particular account to get their $20, and the monthly fee comes straight out of that account too. So there you go. So since the 25 is gone for variable expense, I'm only going to allocate $25 under savings for the bills buffer. And then the savings challenges were 74. So 25 and 74 equals 99. I'm sorry, I am shaking a lot more. I'm going to have to figure out something else out maybe around this. Okay, variable expense categories. I like to give myself every week $320. And that adds up to $640 for that. All right. And then let's go over to my fixed expenses and see how that's going to play. All right, tithes we already talked about. That's done deal. Mortgage. My mortgage actually went down to $715 instead of $808. So that's a good news story. Ring is 10, always 10. Electric this month is $147. It's been around $187 over the summer. So that's a good thing as well. So I'm going to see. I know I should be under budget because a lot of these have gone down where they were from previous months. Home warranty is $44. Fubo TV is $100. That did go up by like $15 or $16, but I got rid of Netflix and I'm using my friend's account instead, and that decreases me by $15 or $16. So it's almost like it's a wash there. He uses my Fubo TV and now I use his Netflix. And so then we're even. I use his Amazon account too, so so that it is definitely even. My daughter has Apple Music. I don't know if this is $11 or $12. I'm gonna put 12. I can't remember. OneDrive is my storage, online storage. That's $2. Gas South is always $102. Grooming. I'm gonna put $50 for grooming, but that's for a full groom. I don't think he'll need a full groom. He got a full groom while he was with my friend this past month. He's back home. And so I'll allocate the full amount, but I think it's only going to end up only being about $35. So Let's go ahead and add this up. 715 plus 10 plus 147 plus 44, 100, 12, 2, 102, 50, and 5. And that is 1,187. Okay. All right, Nelnet is automatic draft of 82 on the 4th. Sallie Mae. So my daughter's been paying Sallie Mae while she was working. She got laid off. I told her she doesn't have to worry about paying Sallie Mae. I'm going to try and absorb that into my monthly bills to try and get them paid off. I only owe Sallie $415 and I'm ready to break up with her. So I'm going to try and allocate a little bit of money towards this. Now this is an add-on, an added bill, and one that I didn't typically use my paycheck to cover. And so I'm going to just do $50 for right now. For this month, my hope is to increase that, and I really want to get them paid off by the end of the year if I can. Now, another good news story, although my daughter has been was laid off, and she has filed for unemployment, got approved for unemployment. She's also already out in the workforce trying to find a job, and she has gotten an offer for what she actually wants to do. She wants to be a behavioral tech, and she wants to get certified. So she did receive a letter offer for a position, starting part-time and then moving into full-time. She's still weighing her options, but I think it's it helps my anxiety a lot knowing that she's already got some offers that are coming in. She's already doing interviews, etc. So hopefully she'll be able to take back this Sallie Mae and get it and help get it paid off before the end of the year. But if not, I will contribute some of the funds that I have towards that to see if we can get them out of the way, get her out of the way. I am sick of Sallie. All right, so that is 82 plus 50 plus 20, and that is 152. All right, so let me write in these amounts. 2475 is the income minus savings, which was 99, minus sinking funds 300, minus variable expenses 640, minus fixed 1,187, and then minus 152 for debt. All right, let's see. Scroll in a little bit more and let's see. Isn't she cute? It's cute. All right, so 2475 minus 99 minus 300 minus 640 minus 1187. Oh, I hit plus. So let's do minus 152 equals $97. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to be under budget just because of the changes that I've made overall. So that's good. I'm going to turn it green. Anything green is good for me. So with that said, having $97 left over, I can treat this one of two ways. I can either contribute more to the Sallie Mae to try and get that paid off sooner, or I can add it to my rollover up here in the corner to make sure that I can have a sustainable amount that's in there in the event that anything ever happens and I need more money for a particular paycheck than I necessarily am getting. Don't know how you guys handle when you're projected to be under budget and where you kind of allocate that money. I would assume most people do it towards debt, and so that's kind of what I'm thinking about as far as just putting it towards Sallie Mae. But I do want to start my inheritance a lot sooner. So it's something I'm talking about. I don't have any great grandbabies, but I want to start a grandbaby account, and that's what this public investment is supposed to be. I also want to start contributing more to my Roth IRA. So I don't know which one to treat more important right now, whether or not it's the savings, the retirement savings and investment versus the debt. So we'll see. All right, but I think that is it. Overall, that is my budget for this paycheck that I'm going to receive on Friday. Thanks everybody again for watching, and you guys have a great one.